Hello, welcome back to America 2.0. Today's show, we're going to cover just a few things. The stabbing victim, the Ukrainian lady in Charlotte, North Carolina on the bus. We're going to get into that. We're going to talk about what needs to be done in the future to protect public speakers. Very simple answer. Very simple solution. It's been around for years, in fact. And then also we are going to talk about the gentleman who was found hanging from a tree in Mississippi. So first up, we're going to talk about, I believe her name was Ariana from Ukraine. She escaped Ukraine. We all know what's going on there. Made it to Charlotte, North Carolina, was working just a regular job, which I'm sure wasn't the best job in the world, like we all do, droning, getting to work because it's what you have to do. And this person behind her decided that he was going to attack her, stabbed her in the neck. Weird if you think about it. That and Charlie Kirk, neck wounds is the thing going on now. And he killed her, he killed this lady. Come to find out, this gentleman had been in and out of prison and I believe mental institutions for a long time. So why did the judge let him out again? Who knows? Like, the judge is throwing the book at the wrong people and letting the wrong people out of jail. I really think that we should do away with judges and just institute artificial intelligence. That way you don't have to worry about bias. It's going to stick to the rules, regardless of what day it is. If it had a good mood or a bad mood, it's going to be nice and responsible and repetitive and, without bias. It's going to be nice and straight edged, right? So we need to do that for sure, man. Because the judge in this case, not just this case, there's been plenty of cases where they keep letting these serial offenders out, knowing that they're violent, knowing that they have mental issues, and they keep letting them out for some reason. But, somebody who's, I don't know, breaking some written law, not anything immoral, they throw them in jail forever. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. But anyway, man, this guy who stabbed this lady, why do they always go after soft targets? And now he's like pretending he's crazy. He can't have been crazy though. If he was really crazy, wouldn't you just go into a biker bar and try to kill them? Go into the police station, try to kill them, the army base, somewhere where people could fight back. But no, that didn't happen. He fought a defenseless woman, a defenseless woman. That's how these people do. They keep attacking what's called soft targets, people who can't defend themselves. That's just some lame stuff. You're not a soldier. You're not a hero. You're not nothing like that. You fighting people who can't fight you back. Meanwhile, there's plenty of people that can be found on any inner city corner, any bar that want to fight you. Go fight them, go attack them. But you're not crazy if you thinking about I'm self-preservation, I'm gonna go attack somebody in a circumstance where I know that I'm gonna get away. That's not crazy. That's like a normal person, like, I don't want to get hurt back, so he wasn't he's not crazy. He acting crazy now, but he ain't crazy. He ain't, not at all, bro. So don't let him go to the crazy house. Send him to Rikers with everybody else, man. That poor girl, bro. The part that really hurts me is I think she work at Little Caesars or something, like one of them shit jobs that you don't fucking want to be at, but you have to, because you have to have money for food and gas, to continue living until you can do better. We've all been there. Some of us are still there right now, right? So she was doing her duty, droning along, making the best out of it, and then this dude gonna attack her from behind on top of it. What a hoe. This dude is a hoe, man. A straight hoe, bro. And I don't know, man. I just hope, man, I don't know, bro. That's just a bad human being. It's a sissy. You know, that dude is just a see you next Tuesday. Just a coward, bro. Now, on to the next one. It's kind of still developing news stories. You know, a young man was found hanging from a tree in Mississippi at a university. Of course, first thing the cops want to say is this is self-inflicted. Even though, like, black people, man, let's just keep it honest. Black people don't commit suicide like that. Like, I don't know anybody who knows anybody who knows anybody who committed suicide. You know, as a black person, it's just not something that is normal for us. Does it happen? I'm sure, but it's got to be so rare, bro. That and the method, like, would a black person who decided to kill themselves hang themselves, knowing what you know all that brings? I don't think so, man. I really don't think so. But what can you do? Because, you know, law enforcement is just going to try to push it. They're already pushing it to, oh, he did this to himself. So even if there is facts and stuff, I doubt that they're going to look into them, because they don't want that narrative, especially in Mississippi, right? Or being Mississippi, it could have been one of the damn cops. You know how they get down, right? They got a long history of this stuff. I'm just being honest, bro. I'm not being a racialist. I'm calling it is what it is. Zeros and ones. It's either off or it's on. The state's history shows that that's what they do, right? Now this happens again, and we also know that a lot of these Klansmen are also sheriffs and other law enforcement. So will they investigate themselves? I doubt it. But I'll tell you something else that don't sit right with me about this situation. This thing happened on a college campus right next to the pickleball courts or whatever. What college campus in 2025 doesn't have 4K security everywhere? How I got more 4K security at my personal home on a limited budget than some of these public places got? You seen the camera footage on the bus? High quality footage. So knowing that everything that goes on, Virginia Tech, I mean, you name the school, it's had some type of chaos recently. How is there a school without this footage available? Oh, Charlie Kirk, that happened at a school. All they got to show us is blurry footage. Where are y'all getting this blurry footage from? It's 2025. Like, go on AliExpress, get you the 4K or the 8K cameras for $30, $60 a piece. You know what I'm saying? Just like everybody else. So it's no excuse not to be able to provide us with footage of this young man going out there by himself with a length of rope and doing this to himself, or give us the footage, release the footage that shows who took him out there. It shouldn't be up for discussion. Video is everywhere. We should not have to wonder what happened. Look it on the tape, you know? So then finally that brings me back to Charlie Kirk. Okay, what do we need to do in the future? Because should people not be able to go and voice their opinions, get people riled up, get people thinking at college campuses or anywhere? They should be able to do that. This is America. This is what we were built on foundationally, right? It's literally in our foundation, free speech. And free speech does not just mean you hearing people say stuff that you already agree with. Free speech is when the person that you think is a complete dummy has the right to talk and give his reports and whatever else he wants to do. That's free speech. The people you don't agree with, that's free speech, right? So what they need to do in the future, right? I don't know why they haven't done this right now, but bulletproof glass, bulletproof plexiglass. How much could that cost? A couple $1,000 for just a nice encasement that you travel. You got to bring your microphones, your cameras, all that stuff with you. This is a new item you're going to pack away. You're going to put your little shield around you, super clear, so nobody even notices it's there. Nobody can harm you from outside the audience. Only you standing behind there and maybe your manager or whoever's going on the microphone next. That's the only people who can get to you. Not just some random guy from across the street or whatever. Why not have that? It makes sense. It makes sense. While we on this subject, y'all know I had the opportunity to go to school in Damascus, Syria, right? This was like early 90s before it became what it is now. And I went to American Embassy School. We had a wall around our school, a nice tall wall. We had armed guards that had little huts at the entrance of the school. They had AK-47s. And guess what? It was only freaking striking the very first day I went to school and saw them. And you know, they don't smile, they don't interact with you, they have a job to do. Went in there, and then I would go in and out of school 2 and 3 times a day, and you don't notice it. So why don't we have that here in America? Why? Oh, you don't want your school to look like a freaking secure environment or whatever? Put metal detectors at every single school. Put a wall around the school with a freaking checkpoint, right? You gotta come in, you gotta go out through only one way in and one way out, through the guard station, through the security checks, through the metal detector. Problem solved. But instead of doing that, some of these affluent people whose kids don't go to public school anyway, you know, they go to some ritzy $10,000 Gossip Girl school or whatever. I don't want them having the freaking thing. That'd be like them being treated like the inner city kids, like the black kids. That's what they thinking, right? Guess what, man? Ain't no school shootings at those schools where they got the metal detectors. So you want your kid to be safe, or you want to, pretend like you better than so? Violence happens everywhere, dummy, and you should have your kids being safe, regardless of the aesthetics. Like, I wish these people could raise their hands. In fact, if you think having metal detectors and a wall around your school is just too unsightly, or it's against your values, raise your hand. Because somebody should smack you. You dumb. You rather worry about getting phone calls from the school during the day. Oh my God, what happened? Or you want to drop your kid off at school and know 100% they're coming home safe. Put the wall. Put the metal detector. Put cameras everywhere. 4K or better. Make a law where if a crime happens at your business and you can provide the law enforcement with 4K, very crystal clear camera footage, then you get fined $10,000 per occurrence. You don't have the money, your business is closed till you come up with the money. Not playing with y'all. It's too many weirdos walking around doing crimes, and it's too many of y'all cheap business owners. They don't want to take the time or the effort to set up or get a nice camera system set up and to maintain it, because you lazy. So you putting everybody at risk. If there was the law that every business, education facility, place of public gathering had to, by law, have a high resolution, maintained security system that say it will get spot checked, just how they got to come check your fire extinguishers every so often, make that same for camera footage, right? If criminals knew that cameras is everywhere, zooming in, getting all the footage, the license plates day or night, crystal clear, how you think crime is going to be affected? They're not going to be doing crimes at convenience stores, or at libraries, or at schools, or at malls, or at movie theaters. That's going to be done because these people are not crazy. Remember, if you were actually crazy, you would run up into Fort Knox or run up into Fort whatever, where the actual people who can fight you back are at. None of these people manage to do that. They only go and attack people who can't fight back. That's not crazy. So that's it, guys. Y'all let this be spread, right? Good ideas come from America 2.0. These are not ideas we came up with. These are ideas that are already in existence. So why are they not being used? That's the freaking issue. Bulletproof glass enclosures for speakers. Tote them around with you. Put them up. Talk your talk. Do what you do. Stay safe. Get a bulletproof car. They sell them in Mexico all day. Go buy you a car. You take it down there. Drop it off. Tell them what kind of bulletproofing you want. Let them hook it up. Come back a couple weeks. Pick it up. Guess what? I'm sure you can write that off on your taxes. They already got ones that's already done and ready for sale. Go buy some of them. If you a public speaker, don't play like, oh, you know, people like me, don't that many people hate me. Don't play around. It's crazies out here running around. It's your duty. Let's tell a quick story. A lot of y'all say, oh, you know, I believe in God. And Candace, this is to you, sis. You'd be like, oh, I believe in Jesus. And that's fine, Candace. But listen, remember that old story where the guy said, oh, the place was flooding. He was on top of his roof. Here comes a man in the boat. Hey, get in. The man said, no, I don't need it. Jesus is going to save me. So the man in the boat drives off. Now here comes a helicopter. Get on the helicopter. We're going to save you. And the man says, oh, I don't need you to save me. Jesus is coming to save me. Next thing you know, the dummy drowned. He go to see God. God said, why are you up here? Oh, I was waiting on you to save me. And Jesus said, dummy, I sent you a boat. I sent you a helicopter. That's what we are. Yeah, trust in Jesus, trust in God, but still carry a weapon. Strap up. Bulletproof vests are cheap. They're great. Strap up. We're in a world full of demons and crazy people, bro. You see what I'm saying? God wants you to be safe. That's why he made armored cars available. It's a thing. He made that plexiglass, that bulletproof glass. It's a thing. Under Armour, it's a thing. You see what I'm saying? Meet God halfway. He got enough to worry about besides having to worry about your complete safety. No, you don't slip in the bathtub. You don't get in a car wreck. That's a lot he got to do for all of us down here. So help him out a little bit. Meet him halfway. Do your part. You see what I'm saying? Do what you're supposed to do. Strap up. And you know, that's all I'm gonna say right now. But y'all listen to me, man. Spread the word. America 2.0.